Good day. Today we're going to discuss Choose Your Own Adventure, Chapter 16. And yeah, let's jump into it. So that's basically what's going to be in the front end. So over here we have this asking us or prompting us to put in specific values or an answer. So ask here, are you ready to play? I say yes. Go to Mars or stay home. And then I choose a value, go to Mars or stay home. So basically, when I answer the question, it adds it based on the answer. There's a specific paragraph which is in the HTML that gets shown here, right? So yeah, go to Mars. Risk it. So it prompts me to ask questions. It prompts me by asking a question, and then I put in a specific answer. Based off that answer, you get this result. So yeah. So how that's done in the in JS, we have variables here. All these variables collect the IDs from the HTML. So story, site footer, question, and answer. Mainly the question and answer. And then you have the event listener, which helps you click and get an answer and stuff. Then you have the call function. You have this function that is called basically. So ask question, and once this is called, then you have this function over here, ask question, right? This function it's based on the number passed to it. So ask question has this parameter question number, right? And this here basically displays the information on the web page, right? And over here we have our switch statement. So what the switch statement does is it has 3 different cases, and based on these cases there's specific questions that are asked to the user. So in this first case, are you ready to play is asked. So when you look here, are you ready to play is asked, and then I have to put an answer, right? And then there's the next question, go to Mars, and then there's the next question, risk it or go home. So these cases are storing this switch statement, right, is storing different cases that have different questions, right? So then we have this function as well here. It gets the answer from the text field, and then it pushes it into the answers array. Then this function here is basically the function that has a switch statement and has different cases where it allows you to answer specific questions, which are these ones here, right? So you have the switch, and then this parameter answer number, and under this you have case 0, right? And within this case there's an if statement. This if statement's condition is if the answers, right, if the answer is equal to yes, right, then what happens is basically, yeah, so the HTML will use the get element by ID method to basically collect the answer from the HTML, which is answer 1, right? So if you go here, this answer here will basically be presented when you choose the first case, this one here. you are the captain of a spaceship named the Flying Hippo, so on and so on. So reason being is because each case contains different values. So this one here, case 0, has an if statement, and this if statement has the in HTML get element by ID, which collects this ID answer 0, 1, right? And what happens is when this first case is chosen, when you enter this first case, it's first this condition, yes, or else if no. And no, with no, it has, it's attached to it is the second answer, answer 2, right? So if you go to HTML, you have answer 2, which says answer yes when you're ready. So how that will look basically is, are you ready to play? When I answer yes, right, this is displayed. That's because in this case we have the get element by ID, which collects answer 0, 1. And the same with no, a specific answer is displayed at the top, or let me say a result from your answers displayed at the top. And then yeah, then the switch statement moves to the next case, which is case 1. And case 1 essentially is this one here, which is the first question. No, the second question, go to Mars or stay home. And within this case 1, you have if statements again, and this if statement is basically saying that if the answer is equal to go to Mars, right, then answer 11 will be printed. So if I type here go to Mars, this answer is presented, well, this result or the story is presented, part of the story. That's because the get element by ID collects this ID answer 11 from the HTML. Same with this else if statement as well. If I say stay home, then answer 12 will be presented over here. That's case 1, so the second case in this switch statement, right? And then case 2 for the answers. Remember the first question asks risk it or go home, right? And in here we have, this is the third question, so in here case 2 you have an if statement where if you choose risk it, it will present a specific answer. Else if you click go home, right, then answer 22 will be answered. And yeah, so what happens is you choose risk it, right? Oh, and I also have to keep it in uppercase, because that's how it was set, to keep your answer in an uppercase format. And then this, when I choose risk it, this is presented, this part of the story. That's because of the switch statement and the if else, or the if statement within the different cases. And that's case 2. And then within the cases you can see there's a break so that you can exit those cases and so on. And then yeah, then the default basically is when these cases are not true. If these cases are not met, then default is presented, which is the story is over. So basically that just shows the end of the story. But that's how cases work in this situation for this, let me say, game. So yeah, and then here at the end there's a function, the end, so basically ends the story, and then it hides the input field essentially. So yeah, that's basically the chapter explained. And yeah, we've mainly touched on switches and the different variables declared and the if else or the if statements within these cases, and how the questions link with the answers as well. So yeah, that's it for my summary today. Thanks for watching.